The world is home to a plethora of fascinating ancient ruins, from crumbling cities to temples that have withstood the test of time. Many of these ancient societies were incredibly innovative and forward-thinking. Just take a look at their meticulous city planning and incredible feats of engineering, some of which we are yet to fully understand. And while there's so much we can learn from these prehistoric people, perhaps the most enchanting part is what we don't know. Some of the most captivating ancient ruins are full of thousand-year-old mysteries that will boggle even the most curious of minds. Number 20. Giza. One of the most mysterious ancient sites on Earth, the pyramids of Giza in Cairo are truly fascinating. Created as enormous tombs for the pharaohs of ancient Egypt in the 4th dynasty, there's plenty of speculation as to how they were built. With such precise and immaculate detail, they're yet another remarkable feat of ancient Egyptian engineering. In fact, many believe they were built by angels or even aliens. Visitors can pay to enter all 3 of the Great Pyramids. They were used as burial chambers and were littered with treasure for the pharaoh to use in the afterlife, something that attracted many a grave robber over the years. Number 19. Teotihuacan. Located on the outskirts of modern-day Mexico City, Teotihuacan is one of the most famous Aztec archaeological sites. But the Aztecs didn't actually build it. Despite many theories, nobody is really sure who did. However, the Aztecs did name it and make it their own when they stumbled across the abandoned city. In its prime, it was the largest city in the Western Hemisphere and home to a plethora of residential compounds and pyramids, some of which were as big as the pyramids of Giza. Today, its 2 iconic pyramids, the Temple of the Sun and the Temple of the Moon, are the major highlights. Number 18. Borobudur. Crafted out of an impressive 2 million blocks of volcanic stone, Borobudur in Indonesia is the largest Buddhist temple in the world. Dating back to the 9th century, it eventually fell into ruin until it was discovered again in the 1800s. Since then, it has been restored to its former glory and is particularly popular at sunrise. The Borobudur monument consists of 6 square platforms topped by 3 circular platforms. A pathway of enlightenment leads from the base of the pyramid up through the 3 levels of Buddhist cosmology, the world of forms and the world of formlessness. It's decorated with over 2,000 reliefs and 500 Buddha statues, each one outlining a Buddhist teaching. Number 17. Karnak. The Karnak Temple Complex in Luxor, Egypt is impressive due to its sheer size. Covering an area that's larger than most ancient cities, it's dotted with temples, sanctuaries, obelisks, and shrines. It took over 2,000 years to build, and each Egyptian pharaoh left their own architectural mark. Walk through the avenue of sphinxes and discover the Great Hypostyle Hall. This enormous room filled with towering pylons and solid sandstone columns is one of the most famous and photographed attractions of ancient Egypt. While you're here, stop to admire the sacred lake and the nearby granite scarab. It's said that if you encircle it 7 times, you will have good luck and love. Number 16. Acropolis. The Acropolis is an ancient citadel located on a rocky hill above Athens, Greece. It is one of the most significant cultural and historical landmarks in the world, symbolizing the birth of democracy and Western civilization. The Acropolis is home to several iconic structures, most notably the Parthenon, a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena, built in the 5th century BCE. Other notable structures include the Ayutthaya, the Temple of Athena Nike, and the Propylaea, the grand entrance to the complex. The Acropolis offers breathtaking views of Athens and serves as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting millions of visitors each year. Number 15. Ellora Caves. The Ellora Caves, located in Maharashtra, India, are a remarkable complex of rock-cut temples and monasteries carved into the Charanandri Hills. Dating from the 6th to 10th centuries, the caves represent 3 major religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. There are 34 caves in total, each showcasing intricate carvings, sculptures, and architectural brilliance. The most famous is Cave 16, the Kailasa Temple, a massive monolithic structure dedicated to Lord Shiva, carved entirely from a single rock. The Ellora Caves are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrated for their artistic and spiritual significance, and they attract visitors and scholars from around the world. Number 14. Ephesus. Ephesus is an ancient city located in present-day Turkey, near the town of Selçuk. Once a major center of trade, culture, and religion in the Roman Empire, Ephesus is renowned for its well-preserved ruins that offer a glimpse into ancient life. The most iconic structure is the Library of Celsus, an architectural masterpiece that once held thousands of scrolls. Other notable landmarks include the Great Theater, capable of seating 25,000 spectators, and the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The site also features marble streets, Roman baths, and the terrace houses with intricate mosaics and frescoes. Ephesus is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a popular destination for history enthusiasts and tourists alike. Number 13. Tulum. Tulum is an ancient Mayan archaeological site located on the eastern coast of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, overlooking the turquoise waters of the Caribbean Sea. Dating back to the 13th century, Tulum was an important port city for the Mayan civilization, serving as a hub for trade, particularly in jade and turquoise. The site is famous for its well-preserved limestone structures, including El Castillo, the castle, which stands dramatically on a cliff, offering stunning views of the sea. Other notable structures include the Temple of the Frescoes, adorned with murals, and the Temple of the Descending God. Number 12. Pompeii. The eerie ruins of Pompeii can be found near the Italian city of Naples. When the iconic Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD, it destroyed the Roman city in waves of lava and took the lives of over 2,000 residents along with it. The ancient city, first discovered by accident beneath the volcanic rock in the 1950s, is remarkably well preserved. However, it wasn't until 2 decades later that it was properly excavated. To this day, 22 of the original 66 hectares have not been unearthed. You can walk down the streets of these ancient Roman ruins and imagine the town as it was in its heyday. There are the remains of stone houses, temples, bakeries, and even a brothel. Number 11. Masada. The ancient fortress of Masada is possibly one of the most impressive ruins on the planet. Perched on a cliff top overlooking the Judean desert and the Dead Sea in Israel, the site is hauntingly beautiful. Dating back over thousands of years, it was built as the palace of King Herod. It had modern creature comforts such as a bathhouse and even private swimming pools. More famously, the enormous fortification saw the last stand of the Jewish revolt, who chose death over a life of Roman slavery. Today, the military camps and battlements are the best preserved examples of Roman siege works in history. 2 pathways lead to the top, and while grueling in the beating sun, the views are worth it. Number 10. Sigiriya. Sigiriya, also known as Lion Rock, is an ancient rock fortress located in central Sri Lanka. Rising 200 meters, 660 feet above the surrounding plains, Sigiriya is renowned for its unique blend of natural beauty and ancient architecture. Built in the 5th century by King Kasyapa, the fortress served as a royal palace and later as a Buddhist monastery. The site is famous for its elaborate frescoes, the mirror wall with ancient inscriptions, and the giant lion's paws that guard the entrance to the summit. The top offers stunning panoramic views of the lush forests and surrounding countryside. Number 9. Stonehenge. Dotted along the Salisbury Plain in Wiltshire, England, Stonehenge is easily one of the most recognized ancient ruins in the world. Dating back over 5,000 years, these curious stone rings are some of the oldest stone structures on the planet. Created out of sandstone, they are ensconced in mystery. Who built them and why is still largely unknown. 2 popular theories maintain that Stonehenge was used as a site for religious rituals or otherwise to monitor the movements of the sun and moon. As you only need 2 hours to explore the ruins of Stonehenge and its adjacent museum, a day trip from London is often combined with a visit to Windsor or Bath. Number 8. Ayutthaya. Founded around the year 1350, Ayutthaya is a historical city that began as a Khmer military and trading post. It wasn't long before this thriving trading port became the ancient capital of Thailand. It held on to this title for 4 centuries until it was burned down by Burmese invaders. As many of the temples and relics of the city were crafted from wood, the large majority were destroyed. Only around 50 stone relics and temples survived the fire and can still be seen today. Since renovations started in the 1970s, exploring Ayutthaya's mix of Siamese, Sri Lankan, and Khmer architecture has become a popular day trip from Bangkok. Number 7. Angkor. Derived from the Sanskrit word Nagara, Angkor means city. Once the capital of the Khmer Empire between the 9th and 15th centuries, it was a thriving ancient metropolis. Today, Angkor is most famous for its Hindu Angkor Wat temple that claims the title as the largest religious shrine on Earth. It's famously visited at sunrise when the lighting over the temples is simply magical. But the Angkor Archaeological Park actually includes many more fascinating landmarks aside from Angkor Wat. Over 1,000 temples lie scattered throughout the forest, rice fields, and farmlands. Number 6. Petra. The Rose City of Petra is an ancient desert town that was carved out of pink sandstone cliffs by nomads thousands of years ago. Located in Jordan, tucked between the Red Sea and the Dead Sea, it's hard to believe the city was once filled with green gardens, palatial houses, and bustling markets. Instead, a walk, camel or donkey ride through the ruins of Petra will reveal abandoned caves, temples, and tombs hidden within the city walls. The two-story treasury carved into the rock face is one of the most beautiful landmarks in the Old City. It's worth viewing for the facade alone, but the interior with its Indiana Jonesy royal tomb is worth a look. To this day, as much as 95% of the ancient city of Petra remains undiscovered. Number 5. Great Wall of China. Spreading through 15 Chinese provinces, principalities, and autonomous regions, the Great Wall of China is the longest man-made structure in the world. It is made up of a series of separate sections of walls and moats that were built over the course of 6 Chinese dynasties as a defense from invaders. Now, well over 2,000 years old, some parts of the wall have fallen into ruin. Interestingly, for those who wanted to attempt it, walking the entire length of the Great Wall of China would take approximately 18 months. Number 4. Colosseum. One of the most iconic Roman ruins, the Colosseum was an ancient gladiator arena. Unveiled in 80 AD, the 50,000-seater amphitheater was used for staging various events. These included animal fights and bloodthirsty gladiator contests where contestants would fight to the death. The architecture of the Colosseum is impressive, even by today's standards. The outer walls are made up of 3 levels of archways, topped with Ionic, Doric, and Corinthian columns. In its heyday, they were decorated with travertine and marble statues. Number 3. Mesa Verde National Park. Mesa Verde's hundreds of ancestral Puebloan dwellings sit at an altitude of 8,530 feet and are the remains of a culture that lived here for nearly 900 years. Don't miss the daily ranger-led tour of the Cliff Palace, which features 150 rooms and 23 kivas, or the more in-depth tour of the Longhouse. Be ready to climb a few ladders. Number 2. Carthage. Carthage sits in modern-day Tunis. It was founded by the Phoenicians in 814 BCE and quickly developed into a buzzing trading port where ships coming from Sicily would dock before continuing along the coast of North Africa. As was so often the case, the Roman Empire wanted in and attacked Carthage in the 2nd and 3rd centuries BCE, eventually gaining control. Among the Roman ruins are the Antonine Baths and the reconstructed Roman-era theater, which hosts the annual International Festival of Carthage each July, with performances by classical and contemporary musicians. Number 1. Jerusalem. A sacred city among the three major Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, Jerusalem sits on a plateau in the Judean mountains between the Mediterranean and the Dead Sea in present-day Israel. While parts of the more than 5,000-year-old city have been excavated, archaeological digs are problematic because the city is still a thriving metropolis, and because discoveries can spark social, political, and religious conflict. Notable finds to date have included Jerusalem's ancient market, old city walls dating to the First Temple period, roughly the 8th century BCE, and the Tower of David. If you found this content helpful and inspiring, remember to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends and family.